What's going on, Show Nation? It's a movie with Movie Gaming TV, and in today's video, I want to talk a little bit about creative players. I don't have my face cam on right now. I normally will in most of my videos. If this is one of the first videos of mine that you have watched, make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell, all that jazz. But I want to talk to you guys about creative players. We're going to talk about which ones are the best builds to make. We're going to talk about the best swing animations to put on your creative player as well. So I have created mine. I think the best ones, the best builds to make this year are either a shortstop, second baseman, or a catcher. It's going to be kind of based on what you need. But keep in mind, long term, you are going to have Craig Biggio who can play catcher and who can play second base. And I love this card. This card is unbelievable, and we'll get into that a little bit later. And so is this card. This card's, I don't know what it is. We'll get into that as well. But as far as creative players go, I think what I'm going to create first is I'm creating a balanced shortstop first. This is a really good card. There's not too much of a difference between MLB The Show 19 and MLB The Show 20 from what I can tell. These cards almost look exactly the same as last year. And last year I made a power shortstop, which was really good, but I always wanted to have a balanced one really, really bad. And part of the reason I'm making a shortstop, there is Barry Larkin that you're going to be able to get from the XP reward path, which is going to be a really good shortstop to have. But I really like to play shortstop with a creative player. I like having the customization of the creative player to play shortstop. And it's fun to have him at shortstop. I don't know, it's just fun to have him there. I like fielding with him. I like hitting with him. As far as the second baseman goes, though, the balanced second baseman looks really good. Really, really good. Because you have 87, 88 with your power versus right. You're going to have a lot of power versus right in this card. You're going to have a lot of contact and power versus left. This would be a really good route to go. Your fielding will get boosted up by your equipment. Your speed will get boosted up enough. That's a really good looking one, in my opinion. This one's not too bad either, honestly. This contact focused one, you got a lot of vision, but I'd rather just go with the balance and have the power. That's a really, really good build, I think, the second base. But I'm just not sure, we'll probably get Honus Wagner and stuff like that to play at shortstop. So you go with the second baseman, a shortstop. You could go with also a catcher. Last year, I did make a balanced catcher. I wouldn't go with the contact one. I would either go with the power. He's going to have a ton of power. There's not a lot of catchers that have power in MLB The Show 20. But the balance is not bad either. This is what I went with last year. He's not bad. But I'm going to definitely... And the other thing you guys can make is... I would recommend that you make a pitcher. A pitcher is a lot of fun to have, to customize them. It just takes a long time to grind, generally, to get to them. I like the break-focused starting pitcher. That's kind of the one I like the most. I think when you do the pitcher, you get the closer too. So you get like two versions. You can't put them on the team at the same time, but you do get two versions of them. And I don't know, I just don't really like the pitch selection, particularly of the closers. Maybe I'd roll with this one with the fastball, the cutter, and the changeup. But I like the break, because the break starter, because he has a sinker and a slider, a 12-6. He's got good per nines. So that's the one I would make out of the pitchers. The pitchers could be the ones that are worth it a lot. So I would avoid making a first baseman or a third baseman or an outfielder, just because there's so many good outfielders in the game. It's so easy to have a good budget first baseman, especially long term, and third baseman. So I wouldn't really go there. I would go shortstop and second base. What you're really going to add is a lot of power and a great card that you can customize to your lineup. And as far as equipment goes, I think we should just cover everything in just one video here. So here's how I built him out. I'm gonna take a screenshot real quick for my thumbnail. Here's how I built him out. I Um, I made him 6'3". I made him 21 years old. I don't think that really matters. I made him 6'3", 167, so I made him pretty skinny. I don't think this is, I think this is all cosmetic. As far as his body goes, I just made him buff. But I made him kind of skinny and tall, just so it feels, I just think it has like a good feel to it. As far as the motions, the pitching style I think is the best is Andrew Miller. The batting stance creator, now this swing, honestly guys, I think Biggio has one of the best swings we've ever seen in MLB The Show. It's really, really good. He has a nice leg kick that's really, really good, and it's very easy to time. Normally you want to pick a player that has switch hitting, because you're gonna want to make a switch hitting player for your creative player. There's just no reason not to. And I really like Craig Biggio's swing. It actually works pretty dang well from the left side too. The other one that I would really recommend, I mean, you got a lot of good ones. I would really recommend Mondesi. You don't even have to make any adjustments to it, to be honest with you. I know I had a video last year talking about, you know, some adjustments to it, but this swing is just amazing still. It is just an amazing swing in this game. Even the silver Mondesi I've been hitting home runs with in Showdown and stuff like that. They've switched up some of the animations in this game, but I really still like Mondesi a lot. Bellinger's good. Trout would be good. As far as former players, let's go see if they still got the old school Chipper Jones. They might still have that one. Yeah, they do. They do. This swing is lethal right here. Absolutely lethal. The 2008 Chipper Jones. This one's not bad either. Just good switch hitting ones. Also, a really lethal one is still going to be, this looks exactly the same to me, is Alomar's got a really good one. Really good swing in Alomar. Who else do we got here? This was gonna be the one that I was gonna use. I think this Tony Gwynn 1994 is underrated. It's just not that good from the right side of the plate. It's good from the left side of the plate. Not that good from the right side of the plate. So Alomar's a beast. Let's see, what else do we got here? I think this Posada would be really good to put on your creative player too, as far as the swing goes. Who else? Kenny Lofton, I'm sure, would still be beast as well. It'd be a really good swing. Mantle's not too bad. Kind of like Eddie Matthews, but not enough to like. No, I probably wouldn't use Eddie Matthews. I'm gonna use the Biggio personally, or I'm going to use the Raul Mondesi. I think if you're making a Road to the Show player, you know, if you're making a creative player, for Diamond Dynasty, go with Biggio, go with Raul Mondesi, or go with Chipper Jones 2008. Chipper Jones 2008. Griffey obviously has a great one. Jimmy Fox has an excellent one as well. So those are some good ones. I think Bryce Harper from the live series, if you want a current player, Bryce Harper still has a really nice swing. Same with Aaron Judge, but Harper's swing feels really good in this game. I'm just not sure how Harper's swing would be from the right side of the plate by comparison. So that's a couple swings for you guys to use. Real quickly, let's go into the market. I'm going to cover all the best equipment that we have, at least right now. All the equipment I would want, and this would be for a position player. It'd be different for a pitcher, but we'll just cover a position player for right now. Or we could, I don't know, we can probably cover both, to be honest with you, pretty quickly. There's some equipment that you just don't need whatsoever. If you do make a pitcher, don't get a bunch of equipment like bats and all that stuff. Just get the pitching equipment. This is a bat I'm trying to buy right now. I'm just putting in orders to try to get it. There's a couple +9, +5s. Go with the most power possible. I'm just a fan of Old Hickory. I just like the way it looks. So I'm going after the Old Hickory one. You know, there's a couple other +9, +5s, like I said. But I'm going after the Old Hickory for this. The batting gloves, I think these ones are by far the best. +4 to contact, +6 to power, and +7 to plate vision. These are the best ones to go after. Go after these Rawlings and workhorses. You know, some of them are more cosmetic and stuff like that. You know, the Trouts, the Jordans, but these are like the best for the stats. by far. Fielding glove. After I was looking at these, this one's not bad. The catcher's mitt one, you get 9 arm and 9 arm accuracy. But I ended up going with this one, the 10-8-8. If you're a pitcher, you know, you're gonna want probably this one plus 10 to H for 9 would be the main thing I'd be going after with that. With arm and arm accuracy, like this would have been a great one to have in the past, but right now I would go with this Mariucci one. I think this is the best one. I actually already have that one too. The cleats, these aren't bad right there. These 1410s, but really these are the ones I got. I like the 13 speed. I'm not, you know, it's only +7 is steel, but that's okay. I'd rather just have the speed and the reaction. Those are the two attributes that are really going to matter. So I would go with the Griffies out of all of these. To be honest with you, I think they're the best. If you're not going to go with the Griffies, go with these, but I think the Griffies are the best with the attributes. Catcher's mask, I mean, it's whatever. Obviously this is just easy. This is the best one. It has +6. I don't think they have diamond chest protectors or leg guards, so that's kind of an interesting thing. Let's take a look at the golds. Probably be pretty cheap. Obviously, this is just another obvious thing. +4, it's the best. Let's see. Elbow guard. Now this is a thing that you guys do not buy this at all. This is a terrible waste of your stubs. +4 to plate discipline and +5 to durability does absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. The collection that these go into is not worth it at all. So just completely avoid that. Avoid that completely. Same with the shin guard. 4 to batting clutch and 4 durability. There's no point to have it at all. What I go for those things is I get a silver and I get the Nike one because I like Nike. I'm just a fan of Nike brand. So I get the Nike shin guard and I get the Nike elbow pad and I call it a day. There's no point to having batting clutch and durability. It's not going to affect your player at all. So there's no point to going after it. And the same thing here. I don't even wear a wrist guard because they don't have a Nike one other than this one. And +4 to discipline and +5 to durability is going to do nothing. This is a complete waste of your stubs. Do not get it. Do not get it. As far as the arm sleeve, this is really expensive right now. I usually always rock the gold one because of it. Pretty much my guy eventually will have like a 99 arm anyway. So I just use the gold one because it's way cheaper than the diamond one. Is it worth it to go up and get some more arm and accuracy? It is, but hopefully this will get a little bit cheaper. This is kind of expensive. This is like maybe the last piece that you would want to get diamond. I'd say it's worth it, but it's expensive. I'm trying to get one of these back grips right now. It's kind of the same way as that arm sleeve. I've been trying to get this Mookie Betts one just because it's been cheaper. For some reason now the buy now is up, but the sell now is really what I'm talking about because I'm definitely putting in orders to try to get these. And you know, so 19K. I mean, the gold one is not going to be that bad. I know the gold one's not going to be that bad. It's +2 to everything. This is an important thing that you're going to want though. You're going to eventually want one of these diamond ones because you just get a little bit boosted, but both of them are kind of expensive. Eyewear, go with the Nike glasses. It's not because I like the Nike brand. It's because you get the +5 to plate vision, +4 to reaction. You don't want the extra plate vision, so go after the Nike glasses. As far as the socks go, you're going to want these eventually. They're very expensive though. So just go with the gold ones for now. They're a lot cheaper. They're gonna give you speed and stealing. Make sure you pick up the gold ones and go for the diamond ones later on because you're gonna want them for your creative player. No doubt about that. The ritual, by far the best ritual is the legendary call. +8 to power, +8 to contact. That's by far the best. This one really isn't that bad to have the extra speed. It's not a bad way of going to get it. +6, +6. This isn't bad either. That's not bad, to be honest with you. It's probably not worth. It's not worth 34K. I'd say it's a lot more worth 18K, along with this being worth like more 38. I think what I'm using right now is I'm using like just this one, just +4 to power. But those are the other ones. The other stuff I wouldn't really use. If you're pitching, you're gonna want to use this because you get plus you get H for 9 plus. You're gonna want to use that. Let me go back to the cleats real quick. If you're pitching, I'll show you which cleats are the best for pitching. It's really all about H for 9 when you're pitching. Where's the cleats? So if you make a pitcher, let's see. Which one had 7? These would be the best ones. You got +7 pitch for 9. So that's what I would go after. That's the attribute I would want the most out of the cleats. Where were we? I think Ritual was the last one. So that's pretty much all the equipment. And which ones of the equipment you should get. Gosh, do not get this one. Just don't. The Lizard Skins Glove Guardian is no way, man. Get the Legend in the Cleat, Legendary Call, or get this El Mago the Magician. That's the best. And then if you're pitching, get the Well Kept Secret. So those are all the equipment. Those are the different builds that you can make. I give you guys some swings for your creative player. Again, go balanced for a shortstop, second baseman, or a catcher. Don't make an outfielder or a third or first baseman. And if you make a pitcher, make a break focused one. As far as like getting them good to go, it's pretty dang fast to do. It's pretty fast to get the gold. Especially if you have some of these collections or some golds that you can collect. And some, you got to collect some silver shortstops. So if you got some extra cards that you don't mind collecting right now, that's going to get you 9 stars. But the moments themselves, they take about like an hour. So it doesn't take forever at all. You can just knock them out. They're pretty quick. So you can get to the gold pretty fast. And then once you get to the gold, it's just all about getting these. And eventually you will get the diamond choice. It doesn't matter what you choose here. It doesn't matter what you choose. You can choose whichever right here. This is like an 85 version of the card. And then once you get here, you're going to have another choice again. And like I said, I'm going to take the balance. These two cards, what I should say, have nothing to do with one another. You don't take the power one and then it carries over to the balance. They're just two separate cards. So I hope that explains that. That's pretty much everything you guys need to know about creating a creative player. Evaluate your team too. Always evaluate your team, see where you have a need, but that's really what I would make when it comes to a creative player. So thank you guys so much for watching. I should have my face cam up in my next video. I just wanted to get this video out because it was on my mind and I've been working on it. So thank you guys for watching. Peace.